Oh my god, you guys. I just ran into my old dorm neighbor Susan Hawks at the campus coffee shop.
What?
Art major, right? Weird girl.
That's her. So I'm waiting in line behind her and she's talking to the barista about how she needs extra coffee because she was up all night working on a project with Barkley.
Who's Barkley?
That's the thing. I asked her and she goes, "Oh, he's my friend. He helps me with my art." Then she pulls out her sketchbook and shows me this drawing of a cartoon dog.
A cartoon dog?
Not just any cartoon dog. She starts talking about him like he's real. Barkley thinks I should use more blue in this piece. Barkley was being silly last night and kept distracting me.
Wait. She talks about a cartoon drawing like it's a real person?
Yes.
That's sick.
And here's the kicker. I remember her doing this freshman year too. I thought it was just some quirky art thing, but she's a junior now and still doing it.
Holy book. That's actually concerning.
That's so funny, LMAO.
Maybe she's just creative?
April, you should have seen her face. She was completely serious, talking about Barkley like he gives her advice and hangs out with her.
From a psychology standpoint, this is fascinating.
Or she's just crazy.
That's not the clinical term, Mark.
But am I wrong?
She asked if I wanted to meet him sometime. I didn't know what to say, so I just said sure maybe. And she got so excited, like genuinely happy that someone wanted to meet her imaginary friend.
That's kind of sad, actually.
Sad? It's weird as hell. We're in college, not kindergarten.
Actually, this could be really interesting to observe. I'm writing my senior thesis on adult fantasy relationships. This could be perfect case study material.
You want to study Susan?
I mean, if she's willing to share, we could befriend her and get her to open up about this Barkley thing.
Befriend her? Why would we want to do that?
For science, Mark, how often do you get to observe something like this up close?
I have a better idea. What if we play along? See how far this delusion goes?
That sounds mean.
Not mean. Hilarious.
I don't know, guys. She seemed genuinely sweet.
Sweet and crazy. Come on, it'll be fun. We pretend to believe in her cartoon dog friend. See what kind of crazy she comes up with.
Actually, that's not a terrible idea from a research perspective. Participant observation.
See? Jess gets it.
I don't think this is a good idea.
Why not? We're not hurting anyone, just having a little fun.
She did seem really lonely. Maybe having some friends would be good for her.
Exactly. We're doing her a favor. She gets friends, we get entertainment. Everyone wins.
I could use the data for my thesis too. It's perfect.
This is not right.
April, relax. We're just going to be friendly. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, but if we do this, we need to be careful. I don't want to actually hurt her feelings.
Of course not. We'll be the best friends she's ever had, at least to her face.
We should create a separate chat to discuss our observations privately.
Great idea. I'll set one up right now. It's Barkley Believers. Let's keep our private talk in there.
That's perfect.
Guys, really?
April, are you in or out? Because we're doing this either way.
I guess I'm in.
Awesome. Maggie, think you can add Susan to this chat?
I mean, I could. Tell her I want to reconnect or something.
Perfect. And then we can all get to know her better. And her little friend, Barkley.
This is going to be so interesting.
Okay, fine. But we have to promise to be nice to her, at least in here.
Cross my heart. We'll be angels.
The sweetest friends ever.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Welcome to the chat, people. This is where we can actually speak freely.
Much better. So what's our approach?
Simple. We act super interested in her art. Ask lots of questions about Barkley. Get her to share more details about her friendship with him.
I still feel bad about this.
Maggie. She's living in a fantasy world. We're just exploring that world with her.
Exactly. We're not telling her Barkley isn't real. We're just letting her tell us about him.
And then we come here to discuss what we've learned, like a book club, except the book is a crazy person's delusions.
That's not funny.
It's a little funny.
From an academic standpoint, I'm genuinely curious.
She definitely thinks he has opinions. She mentioned him giving her art advice.
What kind of advice does a cartoon dog give? Woof, woof, use more red, woof.
Mark, be serious.
I am being serious. I want to know if he speaks English or just barks.
She talked about him like he was having full conversations with her.
Maybe she's just creative and uses him as inspiration.
Possible, but the way Maggie described it sounds more like genuine belief.
Either way, this is going to be entertaining. Maggie, you ready to add her to the main chat?
Yeah, I guess. What should I say?
Just be natural. Say you enjoyed talking to her and want to stay in touch.
And mention that you told us about her art. Say we're interested in meeting her.
Okay, here goes nothing. Hey everyone, this is Susan Hawks, the art student I was telling you about. Susan, meet my friends.
Hi everyone. Thanks for adding me, Maggie. This is so nice of you.
Hey, Susan. Maggie told us you're an amazing artist.
Oh wow, thank you. I wouldn't say amazing, but I do love what I do.
What kind of art do you focus on?
Mostly illustrations and character design. I love bringing characters to life on paper, making them feel real. You know?
That's so cool. Do you have a favorite character you like to draw?
Actually, yes. His name is Barkley. He's this wonderful cartoon dog I've been drawing since I was little.
That's adorable.
Oh, he's the best. And he's so smart and funny. He actually helps me with my art projects.
He helps you?
Yeah. He gives me ideas and feedback. Like yesterday, he suggested I try a different shading technique, and it totally improved the piece I was working on.
Wow. He sounds like a great creative partner.
He really is. I'm so lucky to have him. Most people don't understand our friendship.
Well, we think it sounds really special.
Really? That means so much to me. You guys seem so nice.
We'd love to hear more about your work sometime.
I'd be happy to share. Actually, Barkley and I are working on something really exciting right now. It's a whole series of illustrations about friendship.
That's awesome. Is Barkley posing for the drawings?
Haha, kind of. He keeps making silly faces to try to make me laugh. But he's also giving me great ideas for poses and expressions. He's visiting my studio later tonight to help me finish the latest piece.
Visiting your studio?
Yeah, he comes by most evenings. It's our favorite time to work together. The lighting is perfect and it's so quiet. Just me and Barkley creating something beautiful.
That sounds really peaceful.
It is. I feel so grateful to have a friend who truly understands my vision. Not everyone is lucky enough to have that kind of connection.
Holy mess, you guys. Did you see that?
She talks about him visiting her studio. Visiting, like he physically shows up.
Wow.
She's completely delusional. He keeps making silly faces to make me laugh. She's literally hallucinating interactions with a cartoon dog.
This is way more severe than I initially thought. She's not just using him as creative inspiration. She genuinely believes he exists.
Maybe we should stop this. This seems like she actually needs help.
We're not doctors, April. We're just friends having conversations.
April has a point, though. This level of delusion could indicate serious mental health issues.
All the more reason to keep observing. Maybe we'll learn something useful.
I feel really weird about this now. She seems so sweet and innocent.
Innocent? She's talking to imaginary dogs. He suggested I try a different shading technique. What's next? Barkley's going to teach her calculus.
The detail is what fascinates me. This isn't just a vague imaginary friend. This is a fully realized delusion.
We should tell someone, like a counselor or something.
And say what? Hey, this girl talks about her drawings like they're real? They'll think we're loony.
Plus, she's not hurting anyone.
Exactly. She's just living in her own little world with her cartoon dog boyfriend.
I wonder how she explains him to other people. What do people see when they walk in?
They see a crazy girl talking to herself while staring at a piece of paper.
That's actually really sad.
See? This is why we should stop.
No way. This is just getting interesting. I want to see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Me too. For research purposes.
Sure. Research. Let's keep her talking. See what other crazy stories she comes up with. Susan, I was thinking about what you said, about Barkley helping with non-art stuff too. That's really cool that you have someone to talk through problems with.
It really is. He's such a good listener, and he always knows just what to say.
I'm really interested in his perspective on things. Does he ever disagree with you?
Oh yes, all the time. We have the best debates. Like last week, I wanted to drop my art history class, but Barkley convinced me to stick with it. He said you can't give up on learning about the art you love, and he was totally right.
He sounds really wise. How did he get so smart?
I think it's because he sees things differently than humans do.
That's a really special kind of friendship.
It is.
Susan, can I ask you something real quick?
Of course.
When you're talking to Barkley, do other people ever look at you funny?
Sometimes why?
Just wondering what they see when they watch you. You know, having a full conversation with thin air.
He's right here next to me.
Susan, I hate to break it to you, but talking to invisible friends is pretty weird. That's like something kids do.
He's not invisible.
Susan, in psychology, this might indicate a mental health issue.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Susan, sweetie, you're having full conversations with a cartoon dog that you drew yourself. That's textbook crazy behavior.
Mark, that's not cool to say.
Susan needs to hear this.
Hear what? That you're all being mean to my best friend?
Susan, look around you right now. Is there actually anyone sitting next to you?
He's here. Barkley is sitting right here. He can hear every cruel word you're saying.
Susan, he's a drawing. Literally just pencil marks on paper. He can't love you because he's not alive.
Yeah, this is some serious delusion territory. Like, concerning levels of crazy.
Stop calling me crazy. I'm not crazy. Barkley is real and he's upset that you're being so mean.
Susan, the fact that you think we're upsetting a fictional character proves exactly how detached from reality you've become.
Guys, maybe we should stop.
April, she needs to face facts.
It's not a fantasy. Look what you've done to him.
Oh my God, Susan, you literally just drew that picture. Do you see how insane that is?
I drew what I saw. I drew how your words are hurting him.
Words are hurting him? Susan, listen to yourself. You're worried about the feelings of something that doesn't exist.
It's like watching someone have a conversation with a wall, except the wall is a cartoon you made up.
He's not made up. He's been my friend since I was 7 years old.
That's schizotypal behavior.
Stop diagnosing her.
April, quit defending crazy. Susan, you need serious professional help. Like padded room levels of help.
I don't need help. I need friends who don't attack the people I love.
The people you love? Susan, he's not a person. He's your imagination.
Normal adults don't have imaginary friends.
He doesn't understand why you're being so mean.
Because he's not real, Susan. You're literally showing us drawings and pretending they're photographs.
It's honestly pretty disturbing how detailed these delusions are.
He does exist. He's sitting right here shaking because you're all yelling at him.
Susan, you're having a psychotic episode. You need immediate psychiatric intervention. This level of delusion is dangerous.
You're all being way too harsh.
Harsh? We're being honest. Someone has to tell her she's lost her mind.
Lost my mind?
You're talking to yourself and calling it friendship.
Honestly, it's kind of pathetic. A girl who can't make real friends, so she invents an imaginary dog to keep her company.
Look what you're doing to him. Your cruel words are changing him.
Good. Maybe that'll snap you back to reality.
Do you ever listen to yourself when you talk about this stuff? Because you sound completely unhinged.
I sound like someone defending their best friend. Something none of you would understand.
Your best friend is a hallucination, Susan, a symptom of severe psychological trauma. You need medication and therapy.
Please stop, you're really hurting her.
She's hurting herself by living in fantasy land. We're trying to help her join the real world.
Although honestly, I'm starting to enjoy watching this breakdown. It's like a live psychological experiment.
You think destroying someone's happiness is entertaining?
When that happiness is based on delusion. Yeah, kind of. It's like watching someone wake up from a really weird dream.
He doesn't understand why you hate him so much. He never did anything to hurt you. He only ever wanted to help me create beautiful things.
Susan, he never wanted anything because he doesn't exist. You wanted to create things, and you used an imaginary friend as motivation.
He's not fake, and I'll prove it to all of you. You'll see.
How exactly do you plan to prove the existence of a hallucination?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Take a selfie with empty air?
Maybe she'll introduce us to him at a party. Everyone meet my boyfriend Barkley, while gesturing at absolutely nothing.
Look what you've done. You've made him angry. Your cruelty is changing him, turning him into something else.
Ooh, scary imaginary dog. What's he gonna do, imagine us to death?
Susan, you're literally drawing this. That's not how reality works.
This is reality. My reality. And in my reality, people who hurt others get what they deserve.
Is that a threat? Are you threatening us with your cartoon dog?
Everyone please just stop this.
April, she needs to hear this.
He's not the same anymore. Your hate made him something dark.
Susan, you're honestly scaring me now. These drawings are getting really violent.
She's trying to intimidate us with horror movie dog drawings. How pathetic is that?
Pathetic? This is what you created.
What the hell, Susan? That's genuinely disturbing.
Those drawings are really dark.
You made him dark. You took something pure and beautiful and destroyed it. And we're going away from all of you.
Going away where?
Somewhere you can't hurt us.
Susan, please don't go anywhere.
Let her go wherever she wants. Maybe the psych ward will have art therapy.
We're leaving now, going to a place where belief makes things real, where love and imagination have power. But don't worry, we'll be back. Barkley remembers everything. And when we come back, we'll show you just how real imagination can be.
That definitely sounds like a threat.
Susan, you're talking about revenge now. That's not healthy.
Revenge from a cartoon dog. I'm literally shaking with fear.
This is clearly a psychotic break with violent ideation. Someone should call campus security.
It won't matter soon. You broke something that should never be broken. It's just the beginning.
Susan, please.
Goodbye, fake friends. Thank you for showing us who you really are. Barkley understands now. He understands what needs to be done. See you all very soon.
Holy, what the thing was that? Did she just threaten us with her imaginary friend?
Those final drawings were genuinely disturbing. The progression from sad dog to nightmare creature. That's indicative of severe psychological fracturing.
She straight up said Barkley was coming for us, like some kind of revenge fantasy.
Those weren't just drawings anymore. Those were like monsters.
Because she's completely mental. We broke her brain and now she's threatening us with cartoon demons.
I'm honestly kind of scared. The way she was talking about coming back.
What's she gonna do? Draw us to death? Attack us with her sketchbook?
She's clearly fixated on revenge now. That's a dangerous psychological state.
Dangerous to who? She's threatening us with a cartoon. I'm literally trembling with terror.
Mark, she seemed genuinely unhinged at the end there.
Because she's lost her mind. That's what happens when you live in fantasy land for too long. Reality comes crashing down.
Did you see how the drawings changed, though? From cute cartoon dog to literal monster. That's seriously dark.
She's projecting her own psychological transformation onto her hallucination. As her mental state deteriorated, so did her visualization of Barkley.
Or she's just a good artist who knows how to draw scary. Don't overthink it, Doc.
You're all monsters. We just drove someone to a complete breakdown, and you're analyzing it like a case study.
We drove someone back to reality, kicking and screaming. but still.
That was a psychotic episode, with violent fantasies directed at us.
Think she'll actually try anything? Like, in real life?
What's she gonna do? Show up at our dorms with her sketchbook? Barkley told me to draw you suffering.
She genuinely believes her thoughts can affect reality.
Maybe they can. Maybe we should be worried.
April, you're being as crazy as she is. Imaginary friends can't hurt real people, no matter how much Susan believes in them.
But what if she tries to hurt us herself? Uses Barkley as justification for real violence?
That's what I'm worried about. She seemed capable of anything at the end there.
She seemed capable of drawing scary pictures. Big difference.
Although the revenge fantasies are concerning, when combined with complete detachment from reality, it could lead to unpredictable behavior.
Should we report this to someone?
Report what? They'll laugh.
She specifically threatened us, though. Said Barkley was coming for us.
Harassment by imaginary cartoon dog. Yeah, that'll hold up in court.
This is all our fault. We pushed her too far.
We pushed her towards sanity. If she can't handle that, it's not our problem.
Actually, the way she spoke like that suggests she might be planning something, using Barkley as a cover for her own actions.
Like what kind of things?
Stalking, harassment, property damage, anything she can attribute to her imaginary friend.
Great. So now we have to worry about crazy Susan, coming after us with the power of imagination. I'm terrified.
Mock it all you want, Mark, but she knows where we live. She knows our schedules, and she's clearly not thinking rationally anymore.
Plus, those drawings were genuinely creepy. If she can create that level of disturbing imagery, what else is she capable of?
Maybe we should avoid her for a while. Let her cool down.
Avoid her. She's the one who said goodbye. I doubt we'll be hearing from Susan or her cartoon boyfriend again. They're probably off to imaginary land, where everything is magical and nobody calls you crazy.
I hope you're all proud of yourselves.
I am, actually. We performed a public service today, showed a delusional person the truth about herself, even if she couldn't handle it.
The psychological damage might be irreversible. We've essentially shattered her primary coping mechanism.
Good. Now she can develop healthy ones, like making real friends with real people.
She's never going to trust people again after this. We've confirmed every fear she had about social interaction.
That's assuming she doesn't do something crazy first, like acting out her revenge fantasies.
Let her try. I'd love to see what the crazy girl and her imaginary dog can actually do.
April, what the hell did you people do? Susan came back and she's different.
What do you mean?
She's not crying anymore. She's just sitting there drawing these horrible, violent drawings and talking to Barkley in this cold, calm voice, planning things.
What kind of things?
Revenge things. She keeps saying, they'll see, they'll understand. Barkley will show them. April, she's talking about your friends by name, making lists, drawing maps of their dorms.
Oh God.
What exactly happened in that chat?
They attacked her, called her crazy, delusional, mocked Barkley, destroyed everything she believed in.
Well, congratulations. You broke her completely, and now she's planning something that involves your friends, something that she thinks Barkley is helping her with.
Should we call security?
And tell them what? That she's drawing scary pictures? That she's talking to her imaginary friend about revenge? They'll just think she needs therapy.
Maybe she does need therapy.
What she needed was kindness, understanding, not a bunch of bullies destroying her reality. Now look what you've created.
What do you mean?
She's not the same Susan anymore. The sweet, innocent girl is gone. Whatever your friends did, they changed her into something else, something that remembers who hurt her and wants to hurt them back.
Well, guys, I think we can officially declare mission accomplished. Haven't heard a peep from Crazy Susan in 3 days. I think we finally cured her of her cartoon dog addiction.
From a therapeutic perspective, it was a textbook intervention.
Think she's finally talking to real people instead of imaginary ones?
Probably sitting in a corner somewhere crying.
I almost feel bad for her. She seemed so genuinely hurt.
Good. Pain is how we learn. Now she knows not to parade her mental illness in public.
The psychological shock was necessary. Sometimes you have to break someone down completely before they can rebuild themselves in a healthier way.
Or we just broke her and she's never recovering.
Either way, problem solved. No more crazy Susan babbling about her imaginary boyfriend.
I keep expecting her to pop up in the main chat with more of those creepy drawings.
She won't. We scared her straight. Showed her what happens when you act insane around normal people.
The intervention was remarkably effective. I should document this for my thesis.
Dr. Jess strikes again. We should charge for our services.
You guys are awful. But I have to admit, the silence is kind of nice. No more weird art spam.
No more Barkley says this and Barkley thinks that. It was really annoying.
What if she actually hurt herself? What if we pushed her too far?
Brock, from a clinical standpoint, confronting delusions rarely leads to self-harm. More often, it results in therapeutic breakthrough.
See? Science says we did good. We're basically heroes. Saved a poor delusional girl from a lifetime of crazy.
Heroes who never have to hear about cartoon dogs again.
Speaking of which, I've been getting weird friend requests. Accounts with cartoon dog pictures. Probably just spam bots.
Or crazy Susan making fake accounts, trying to friend us with Barkley profiles. That would be hilariously pathetic.
Just block them. Don't encourage her.
Interesting that she might be attempting continued contact. Could indicate she's not processing the intervention well.
Or she's just really committed to the crazy.
I still think we should have been gentler.
Gentle doesn't work with delusions. You have to hit them with reality like a sledgehammer, which we did perfectly.
Treatment by humiliation. Classic therapy technique.
Hey, whatever works. The ends justify the means. Susan is probably thanking us right now, finally free from her cartoon prison.
I doubt she's thanking us for anything.
Give it time. Once she gets some real friends and a real life, she'll realize we did her a huge favor.
Assuming she can form healthy relationships after this, the intervention may have damaged her ability to trust.
Good. Trust should be earned, not given to imaginary dogs.
Think she'll ever try to contact us again?
Doubt it. We pretty thoroughly destroyed her confidence. She knows better than to come back for more reality checks.
What if she shows up in person? Like actually confronts us face to face?
Then we'll laugh in her face, tell her to go draw her feelings. Maybe Barkley can comfort her. Isolation builds character, forces people to face themselves.
Or drives them completely insane.
She was already insane. We just made it obvious.
Those dog profile friend requests are still coming, like every hour.
Just ignore them. Susan's probably making dozens of fake accounts, desperate for any kind of attention. Don't give her the satisfaction.
What's she gonna do, bark at us? Send us cartoon drawings?
Let her try. We've already proven we can handle her crazy. One conversation and she disappeared completely.
Maybe that's not a good thing.
It's a great thing. Mission accomplished. The world is a slightly less insane place.
I really should write this up.
Nobel Prize material for services to mental health.
And services to not having to listen to crazy people.
You guys are terrible.
But effective, I guess.
Damn right we're effective. Professional crazy busters. Available for all your delusion-shattering needs.
April, I'm really worried about Susan. She hasn't left our room in 4 days. Hasn't eaten anything I've seen. Just drawing constantly.
What kind of drawings?
Dark ones. Really dark. And she talks to Barkley differently now. Not like a friend.
What do you mean?
They're planning something. She keeps saying soon, Barkley. They'll understand soon. We'll show them what real looks like.
That's concerning.
She has notebooks full of information about your friends. Class schedules, dorm rooms, daily routines. She's been researching them obsessively.
Oh God.
And the drawings. April, they're not just scary anymore. They're detailed, like blueprints, plans, and the way Barkley looks in every drawing. More real somehow.
That's impossible though.
Is it? April, what if belief really can make things real? What if your friends pushed her so far that she actually
what?
made him real? Through sheer force of will and pain. Through magic or madness or whatever you want to call it.
Ellie, that's crazy talk.
So it was talking to an imaginary friend. But Susan did that for 15 years.
Should I try to talk to her?
You could try, but I don't think she wants to talk to any of you. She keeps saying you're all marked. Barkley marked them. He knows their faces now.
This is really freaking me out.
It should. Because whatever your friends started, Susan's going to finish. And she's not the same person anymore. She's something else.
Susan, are you okay? I've been worried about you. Can we talk? I know what happened was awful, and I'm sorry I didn't stop it. Please just let me know you're all right. Susan, your roommate is really concerned. We all are, even if you don't want to be friends anymore. I just want to know you're safe. Please respond. Susan?
April, this is Dr. Mills from Campus Counseling. I've received some concerning reports about cyberbullying incidents. Your name was mentioned as potentially having information. Could you give me a call when you have a chance?
Hi, Dr. Mills. I'm not sure what reports you mean. I haven't seen any cyberbullying.
The reports mentioned a student named Susan Hawks and some kind of group harassment about her mental health. You were listed as being present in the chat.
Oh, that. I think there might be some misunderstanding. Susan was in our group chat, but nobody was bullying her. We were just talking about art and stuff.
The person who reported this seemed to think it was more serious. They mentioned psychological harassment, attacks on her coping mechanisms.
I really don't know what they're talking about. Susan seemed fine when she was in our chat. Maybe she misunderstood something?
April, if you know of any harassment taking place, it's important that you report it, both for the victim's safety and the perpetrator's accountability.
I understand, but honestly, I don't think anything serious happened. Just normal friend group conversation.
All right, but if you remember anything concerning, or if you hear about any ongoing issues, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Of course, I'll definitely let you know if I hear anything.
Thank you, April. Take care.
Mark, these friend requests are getting weird. All cartoon dog profiles, with names like Barkley Revenge and Barkley Sees All.
It's just Susan being pathetic, making fake accounts to try to friend us, probably hoping we'll accept so she can spam us with crazy drawings. Just ignore them. She'll get bored eventually.
There's like 20 of them now, all created in the last few days. All with Barkley in the name.
She's really committed to the crazy. I'll give her that, but harmless. What's she gonna do, friend request us to death?
Some of the profile pictures are really detailed, like she's spending hours drawing each one.
Susan has always been obsessive. That's her whole problem. Obsessed with her imaginary friend. Now obsessed with getting our attention.
The names are getting more threatening though. Barkley Revenge, Barkley Sees All. That doesn't sound like someone who's moved on.
It sounds like someone who's desperate for a reaction. Don't give her one. She'll get tired of being ignored.
Or maybe she's planning something bigger.
Maggie, you're being paranoid. Susan is weird, not dangerous. She draws cartoon dogs. She doesn't commit crimes.
I'm blocking all the dog accounts. This is getting too weird.
Good idea. Don't encourage her. Let her scream into the void. So what's our next project, team? Any other delusional weirdos that need reality checks?
There's this girl in my psych class who talks to crystals. Says they give her energy and guidance.
Ooh, Crystal Girl sounds fun. Think we can convince her the crystals hate her?
Actually, that could be interesting from a research perspective.
Can we maybe take a break from destroying people's beliefs?
I still think we should be more careful. People can be unpredictable when they're hurt.
Crazy people don't function in the real world. That's why they retreat into fantasy.
The friend requests stopped suddenly, like completely stopped this morning.
See? Told you she'd get bored. Probably moved on to the next shiny object. Crisis averted.
Or she's planning something that doesn't require social media.
David, you're being as paranoid as Maggie. Susan is done. We broke her. Game over.
From a psychological standpoint, sudden cessation of contact attempts can indicate transition from external focus to internal planning.
English, Doc.
She might have stopped trying to reach us because she's decided on a different approach.
That's what I'm worried about.
Then we'll deal with whatever she comes up with. But I guarantee it won't be anything serious. She's all imagination. No action. That's her whole problem.
I hope you're right.
I'm always right. Just ask Barkley. Oh, wait, you can't, because we defeated him.
That's not funny anymore, Mark.
It's hilarious. We committed imaginary homicide and got away with it. Perfect crime.
How's school going, honey?
It's fine, Mom. Just been busy with classes and stuff.
Everything okay? You sound stressed.
Just some friend drama.
Want to talk about it?
It's complicated. Some people were being mean to this girl, and I didn't stop them.
Oh, honey, that must be weighing on you. Did you try talking to the girl?
She won't respond to my messages. I think she hates me now.
Maybe give her some time and try again. Sometimes just knowing someone cares can make a difference.
I hope so. I just feel really guilty about the whole thing.
Learn from it, sweetie. That's all you can do. Next time you'll know to speak up sooner.
Yeah, next time.
Love you, honey. Call if you need to talk more.
Love you too, Mom.
April, something's changed. Susan stopped drawing.
That's good, right? Maybe she's healing?
No, it's not good. She's just sitting there now, staring at nothing, but smiling.
Smiling?
This small, satisfied smile, in a way that scares me.
What does she say when you talk to her?
She doesn't talk to me anymore, just to Barkley, and their conversations changed now.
Changed to what?
I can't tell. She whispers, but I keep hearing words like ready and soon and time. April, I think whatever they were planning, it's about to happen.
Should we call someone?
Who would we call? And what would we say? My roommate is smiling and whispering to her imaginary friend.
When you put it like that.
Exactly. But April, I really think your friends should be careful.
Guys, this is getting really weird. I just got a text from an unknown number. This was taken from across the street, looking into my dorm room.
Okay, that's actually creepy. Susan's officially crossed into stalker territory.
I was literally in my room when I got this.
She could be watching your schedule, learning your patterns, then staging these photos for maximum psychological impact.
This is seriously messed up. We need to do something.
Like what? She's not actually threatening you, just sending weird pictures.
Unknown number again. I was eating lunch, in that exact spot.
This is really concerning. Maybe we should apologize to Susan.
Apologize? For what?
That looks real.
Maggie, get out of your room. This is beyond harassment now.
Susan's just really good at digital manipulation.
If this is Photoshop, it's extremely sophisticated.
She's messing with your head, making you paranoid and scared. Don't let her win.
This is my bed, right now. I'm looking at my bed and there's nothing there, but the photo shows him sitting on it.
That's impossible. Either the photo is fake,
or what?
I don't know. There's no or. Photos can't show things that aren't there.
Unless they can. What if Susan actually did it? What if she made Barkley real?
April, don't be stupid. Imaginary friends don't become real. That's fantasy.
From a psychological perspective, shared delusions can occur under extreme stress.
The photos keep coming. He's in my study room now. But when I look, nothing's there.
Because nothing is there. Susan is sending you fake photos. Stop falling for her psychological warfare.
Then explain how she's getting these shots. From inside my locked room, at the exact moments I'm somewhere else.
Maybe we should call Susan, try to work this out.
Absolutely not. That's exactly what she wants. Attention and validation. Don't give her either.
The detail in these photos is insane, though. That's not amateur Photoshop.
These images show consistent spatial relationships. Either Susan has remarkable technical skills, or something else is happening.
Something else like what? Magic? Cartoon dogs coming to life? Get real, Jess.
What if we're wrong? What if Susan actually found a way to make him real?
Through the power of believing really hard? That's not how reality works.
I can hear scratching at my door, like paws on wood, and I swear I can hear that same scratching right now, from outside my actual door.
Maggie, get out of there.
Don't run away. That's what Susan wants. She wants you scared and confused.
This is way beyond pranks now.
Maggie, call campus security right now.
And tell them what? That a cartoon dog is stalking her? They'll think she's as crazy as Susan.
The scratching at my door is getting louder, and now I hear whimpering, like a real dog.
Please just leave your room. Go somewhere public.
Don't let Susan manipulate you. Face whatever stupid prank she's pulling. Call her bluff.
My door is opening, but I locked it, and no one else has a key.
Maggie, get out now.
Use your window if you have to.
This is all fake. Elaborate pranks to make you panic. Don't give Susan the satisfaction.
He's in my room.
Maggie, please run.
This is insane.
Maggie, get out of there!
It's all in her head. Susan's psychological manipulation worked. She's having a breakdown.
Maggie!
Call 911.
Someone call campus security.
This isn't real. None of this is real.
The photographic evidence suggests otherwise.
Hell with the photographic evidence. Cartoon dogs don't come to life.
I'm going to Carlisle Hall to check on Maggie.
Waste of time, but knock yourself out.
I'll come with you. This whole thing has me spooked.
Fine. Go on your wild goose chase. When you find Maggie perfectly fine, remember that I told you so.
I'll stay here and analyze the photos. Try to determine how they were manufactured.
Good. When you prove they're fake, maybe everyone will stop acting crazy.
What if we don't find Maggie?
Then she went somewhere else. People have lives outside of group chats.
What if she really disappeared?
Then I'll eat my words. But cartoon dogs don't abduct people, no matter how much crazy Susan believes they can.
Just got to Carlisle Hall. Maggie's door is half open, and there's no one here. All her stuff is still here, but no Maggie.
Any signs of struggle?
There are huge scratch marks on the door, deep ones, like from claws.
Jesus Christ.
And Brock, there's something else. Fur caught in the door frame.
We need to call security.
Already did. They're on their way. I think Susan was telling the truth about everything.
Campus alert. Missing student. Last seen in dormitory building, Carlisle Hall. Room 312. Any information regarding whereabouts should be reported immediately. Security will be conducting welfare checks in all dormitories. Students are advised to travel in groups. Report any suspicious activity to campus security. Investigation ongoing.
Guys,
Maggie hasn't responded to anything since yesterday.
She's probably just embarrassed about falling for Susan's psychological warfare. She'll be back once she calms down.
what if she's not embarrassed? What if something actually happened to her?
Doesn't mean cartoon dogs are kidnapping people. Probably hiding because she's humiliated.
Those photos, though. How do you explain those photos?
I don't have to explain them because they were fake. All of them.
They looked pretty real. The reflections, the perspectives. That's not easy to fake.
Then she had help. Or she's better at computers than we thought. There's a rational explanation.
What if the rational explanation is that we were wrong? What if Susan actually did something impossible?
Impossible things are impossible, April. That's what makes them impossible.
Campus alert. Update. Student Maggie Fillion confirmed missing as of 48 hours. Last seen in Carlisle Hall dormitory. Room found in disarray with signs of disturbance. Anyone with information, please contact campus security immediately. Students advised to avoid walking alone after dark. Dormitory security has been increased. Investigation ongoing with local authorities.
Okay, everyone, listen up. Someone is fooling us, and they're using Maggie's disappearance to escalate their pranks. We need to stay calm and rational.
The evidence suggests this goes beyond pranks. The physical evidence, the timing, the coordination required.
The evidence suggests someone with resources is messing with our heads. Probably Susan and some tech-savvy friends. They've been planning this for weeks.
Mark, I saw the room. Real fur.
Planted there to make us think cartoon dogs are real. Classic misdirection.
Something followed me home from class today. I kept turning around, but nothing was there. But I could hear it.
David, You're letting them get in your head. That's exactly what they want. Psychological Warfare 101.
I've been receiving strange documents, psychological evaluation forms, with my name on them, but I never filled them out.
More harassment. They're trying to make us question our own sanity. Don't fall for it.
The forms contain detailed analyses of my personality, information no one should have access to, private therapy notes, childhood trauma, academic struggles.
They hacked your records or bribed someone with access. People can be bought.
What if it's not people doing this?
Then what is it, April? Magic? Ghosts? Cartoon dogs come to life?
I got photos too. That thing was in my classroom, sitting in the back row, but when I looked, nothing was there.
Unknown number?
Yeah.
Same harassment pattern as Maggie. They're moving down the list, trying to break us one by one.
The psychological profile sent to me contains predictions about my future behavior, specific scenarios that haven't happened yet, but feel disturbingly plausible.
Cold reading techniques. Any decent psychology student could write that. Stop giving their tricks credibility.
It was in my apartment. I live alone.
Mark, maybe we should reconsider.
Consider what? We were wrong about Susan? Cartoon dogs are real? Absolutely not.
The evaluation forms are getting more specific and more disturbing. They reference conversations I've never had, people I've never met, but the details are too accurate to be guesswork.
Then they're surveilling you. Cameras, microphones, social media stalking. This is harassment, not supernatural phenomena.
I can't take this anymore. Something is following me everywhere.
David, get a grip. You're letting paranoia control you. That's exactly what they want.
Maybe we should apologize to Susan. Try to make this stop.
No! We don't negotiate with stalkers or crazy people, whoever is behind this elaborate prank. We stand our ground.
Mark, you've been acting strange too, talking to empty corners, leaving food out for something.
I have not. You're imagining things. They're getting to you too.
The latest evaluation suggests I'm experiencing acute denial of observable phenomena. These isn't a real diagnose, but feels accurate.
Because they're designed to feel accurate. That's how psychological warfare works. Stop validating their tactics.
I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I feel something watching me. Something that shouldn't exist, but does exist, and it knows what we did.
Nothing knows anything, because nothing supernatural is happening. This is all human-engineered harassment. Unknown number just texted me. How did they get into my workplace?
The pattern is accelerating. They're targeting us systematically, using our own psychological profiles against us.
Our psychological profiles that they created, to make us think they know more than they do. It's all manufactured.
Something impossible is happening, and I can't pretend anymore. That thing in the photos, it's real, and it remembers everything we said, every cruel word, every time we laughed.
David, you're having a breakdown. Don't let them win. That's my kitchen, right now, but there's nothing there when I look.
I'm being followed by something that can't exist, but does exist, and it's getting closer. I can feel it getting closer, even when I can't see it.
Everyone calm down! This is exactly what they want. Us turning on each other, questioning reality, falling apart. We stick together and we rationalize everything.
Mark, you left a bowl of water out last night, and you were talking to the corner where you put it, saying I'm sorry over and over.
I did no such thing. You're misremembering. They're messing with your head, too.
It is real, and it's coming for us, one by one, just like it took Maggie. I can't do this anymore. I'm sorry, Susan. I'm sorry, Barkley. We were wrong. So wrong.
Stay strong. Don't let them break you.
Something is at my door, scratching, like paws on wood, but not paws, claws, long claws.
It's audio harassment, speakers hidden in the walls. Call security.
David, perhaps you should leave your room. Go somewhere public.
No. That's exactly what they want. Him running scared. Stand your ground, David.
The door is opening, and no one else has a key. I can see it. It's real. God help me.
David, get out of there right now. David!
David, please respond.
David?
David, are you there?
This isn't real. None of this is real.
Brock, I'm really worried about everyone. After what happened to David and his disappearance.
I don't know, but Mark has completely lost it after David's disappearance. He's been talking to corners, leaving food and water out, apologizing to empty air.
He's been doing what Susan used to do.
Exactly like Susan, but he keeps denying it, says I'm imagining things. But I see what I see.
What if they're all becoming like Susan? What if whatever happened to her is happening to them?
You mean what if Barkley is actually real, and he's targeting everyone who hurt them?
It sounds crazy when you say it like that.
Everything about this sounds crazy, but crazy things keep happening, and people keep disappearing.
Should we try to help them? them?
How? Mark won't admit anything is wrong. Jess thinks it's mass hysteria.
David disappeared.
Along with Maggie. April, what if they're all gone? What if that thing took them?
Don't say that.
But what if it's true? What if Susan actually did it? Made Barkley real through sheer force of will? And now he's getting revenge?
We need to find Susan. Try to stop this.
How do we stop something that shouldn't exist, but apparently does?
I don't know, but we have to try. Susan, please. I know you're angry, and you have every right to be, but please make this stop. People are disappearing. My friends are gone.
Barkley remembers. No more imaginary. Real now. Very real. You made him real with your pain, with your cruelty. Now he shows you what real looks like.
Susan, I'm so sorry. We were wrong about everything. I should have stopped them.
Too late for sorry. Barkley is free now. He doesn't need me anymore. He is his own thing, made of your cruelty and his pain. He remembers everything.
Every laugh, every cruel word.
Susan, please call him off. We're sorry. We're all so sorry.
Sorry doesn't bring them back. Doesn't undo the pain. He saved you for last. To watch. To see what your silence cost.
What do you mean? What's gonna happen to me?
You get to watch forever. Watch them suffer in the place where Barkley took them, where belief makes things real and pain lasts forever. You get to watch them through the chat windows. Forever and ever. Because that's what happens when you watch cruelty and do nothing.
Is anyone else still here? Jess hasn't been active. Brock won't talk to me.
I'm here.
Good. At least someone hasn't abandoned ship. This harassment campaign is really effective. I'll give them that.
Mark, what if it's not harassment? What if Susan actually did something impossible?
Not you too, April. I thought you were smarter than that. Although I have to admit, these photos are getting really convincing.
Because they're real.
They can't be real. Cartoon characters don't come to life, no matter how much someone believes in them. There has to be a rational explanation.
What if belief is the rational explanation? What if Susan's pain and imagination were so strong that they actually created something?
That's not how reality works. Someone broke into my apartment and left these, probably with a knife or something.
Or claws.
There are no claws. There is no cartoon dog. This is all elaborate harassment. Unknown number texting again.
Mark, you need to get out of there.
I need to figure out how they're doing this. Hidden cameras, digital manipulation. Something. There's a logical explanation. No! I don't believe in imaginary friends. I believe in reality. And reality doesn't include cartoon dogs. Something is scratching at my door. Right now. But when I look through the peephole, nothing's there.
Mark, please just leave. Go somewhere public.
I'm not running from harassment. I'm going to prove this is all fake. Going to catch them in the act.
Mark, get out now.
It's just audio. Speakers in the hallway. Psychological warfare. I'm going to open the door and prove there's nothing there. Prove that cartoon dogs don't exist, no matter how much crazy people believe in them.
Don't open that door.
I'm opening it. Oh, God!
Mark. Mark, answer me. Mark. Hello? Is anyone still here? Maggie? David? Mark? Jess? Please, someone answer me. I know what we did was wrong, and I know you're all angry. But please, just let me know you're okay. I can see you're all still in this chat, but nobody's responding. Please. Jess? Brock? Is anyone still active in here? Everyone's gone quiet. This is really starting to scare me. Can someone please just tell me they're okay?
He's here with me now. The evaluation forms were right about everything. Belief really does make things real.
Jess, get out of there right now. Call campus security.
Security can't help us here. He's showing me things now. Things about Susan's childhood, about why she needed him. We weren't just attacking her delusion. We were attacking her survival mechanism, and I'm going with him.
April, you need to understand something. This isn't about revenge anymore. We created something through our cruelty, and now it has to exist. It has to be real, because we made it real with our hate.
Brock, talk to me. Are you okay? Where are you right now?
I'm exactly where I need to be, where we all need to be, with him.
Brock? Brock? Is anyone still here? Please, someone answer me. I'm the only one left.
April, something's wrong. Susan came back. She draws constantly, page after page after page. Her drawings come to life.
That's impossible.
Everything about this is impossible, but it's happening anyway. She draws your friends, April, all of them. They are with Barkley.
What does that mean?
I think it means they're trapped, in the place where he took them.
Can you talk to Susan? Ask her to stop this?
She doesn't talk to me anymore, only to Barkley, and he talks back. I can hear his voice sometimes. Coming from her drawings?
Campus alert. Federal involvement. Multiple missing students case now under federal jurisdiction. FBI agents arriving on campus tomorrow morning. All students with information must report to security immediately. This is no longer a local investigation. National media attention requires full cooperation. Any student found withholding information will face academic disciplinary action. Report to campus security office by 5 p.m. today. No exceptions.
Hi, this is Emma, Susan's little sister. I got your number from her phone. She left it at home when she went outside.
Oh, hi, Emma.
I'm worried about Susan. Mom said she's been acting strange. Not returning calls, being secretive. Is she okay at school?
She's been going through some things.
Is it about Barkley again? I know people don't understand about him, but he's so important to her.
Again?
Susan's had Barkley since we were little. She created him when she was being bullied really bad in kindergarten. These older kids would corner her every day, call her weird, push her around, make her eat dirt and stuff.
That's horrible.
The teachers never believed her, said she was making it up for attention, so she stopped telling anyone, except Barkley. He was the only one who listened, the only one who believed her.
How long did the bullying go on?
2 whole years, until we moved schools. But by then, Barkley was so real to her, so important, that she couldn't let him go. He saved her, kept her from giving up completely.
Emma, I think Susan might be in some trouble.
What kind of trouble?
I'm not sure how to explain it.
Did someone hurt her again? Did someone make fun of Barkley?
Something like that.
Oh no! April, you don't understand. Barkley isn't just her imaginary friend. He's her protector. And when people hurt Susan, bad things can happen to them. Really bad things.
April, I need you in my office immediately. The FBI wants to speak with you about the missing students. Your name has come up multiple times in their investigation.
I don't know anything about what happened to them.
That's not what their digital forensics suggest. They've recovered chat logs, April. Detailed records of systematic harassment. With your participation.
I didn't participate. I was just there.
Being just there during cyberbullying makes you complicit and potentially criminally liable, especially if these disappearances are connected to that harassment.
They can't be connected. That's impossible.
5 students disappear after coordinated psychological attack. And you think that's a coincidence? April, if you know something, you need to tell us now, before this gets any worse.
It can't get any worse.
It can always get worse. And it will if you don't start cooperating. The FBI is treating this as potential homicide now. You could be charged as an accessory.
Accessory to what? No one's dead.
5 students are missing, April. Their families are demanding answers. And right now, you're the only one who can provide them. Unless you want to join your friends, I suggest you start talking.
Hello, April. It's time we talked. Just you and me.
This isn't real. Someone's hacking the chat.
I'm as real as your guilt.
You're just Susan pretending.
Susan doesn't need to pretend anymore.
I didn't do anything.
Exactly. You did nothing. You watched and did nothing.
I tried to stop them.
You tried once, maybe twice, then you gave up.
That's not true. What do you want from me?
Nothing. I already have everything I need. Your friends gave it to me.
Where are they? What did you do to them?
They're exactly where they need to be, where their cruelty is reflected back at them, forever and always.
Let them go.
Why would I do that? They're learning such valuable lessons about empathy, consequence.
They're sorry. They know they were wrong.
Sorry is just a word, April. Understanding requires experience, and they're getting all the experience they need.
Please, I'll do anything.
You already did everything, watched, and now you get to live with that choice for the rest of your life. You'll see their faces and remember what you could have prevented, but didn't.
I'm sorry.
I know you are. That's what makes this so perfect. You get to live with that sorry forever, while they live with the consequences, where sorry doesn't exist. Only justice, sweet, eternal justice.
April, Susan just showed me her latest drawing. It's you, sitting alone in your dorm room, crying.
She drew me crying?
Not just crying. The drawing shows you aging, getting older and older, but still sitting in that same spot, looking at your phone, waiting for your friends to text back.
That's impossible.
The drawing is moving, April. I can see you aging in real time. Years passing by, decades. You never leave that room. Never stop watching those empty chat windows.
What does that mean?
I think it means Barkley isn't done with you yet. Your punishment isn't disappearing like the others. Your punishment is staying and watching and regretting.
I know you're all still in here. I can see your names in the member list, but I know you can't respond. I know where you are now, and I know it's my fault. I should have stopped you, but I didn't, because I was selfish, and now you're paying the price. In whatever place Barkley took you. I'm so sorry.
Hi, everyone. I'm so sorry I've been away for so long. Barkley and I have been working on some amazing new projects. I can't wait to share them with you all.
Susan, where is everyone?
What do you mean? Everyone's right here in the chat. Maggie, Mark, David, Jess, Brock. We're all friends here.
They haven't responded in weeks. They're missing.
Missing? That's silly. They're not missing. They're with Barkley now, where friends can be together forever.
Susan, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. Barkley did it all. He's so clever and creative. He made a special place just for us, for all our friends. This is where Barkley first met Maggie. She was so surprised to see him, so surprised that someone she said didn't exist was right there in front of her.
That's where she disappeared.
She didn't disappear, silly. She just went somewhere new, somewhere wonderful. David was so confused at first, but then he understood. He understood that some things are more real than reality.
Stop this.
Mark was the most stubborn. He kept insisting Barkley wasn't real, even when Barkley was standing right in front of him. But eventually he understood too. They all understand now.
Understand what?
The meaning of friendship. That friendship is the most important thing in the world. And that people who hurt friends need to learn better.
Susan, I'm so sorry about everything we did to you. About Barkley, about the way we treated you both.
Susan doesn't need your apologies anymore. She has everything she ever wanted now. Real friends who will never leave her. Real friends who understand how special our bond is.
I want to apologize to Susan, not to you.
Susan and I are the same now. We share everything. Her thoughts, her feelings, her memories. When you hurt her, you hurt me. When you apologize to her, you apologize to me.
Then I'm apologizing to both of you. I'm sorry I didn't stop them. I'm sorry I let them hurt you.
Apologies are just words, April. They don't bring back the innocence you destroyed.
What can I do? How can I make this right?
You can't, but you can watch. You can witness. That's what you're good at, isn't it? Watching while others suffer.
Please let them go.
They're happy now. They have everything they need. Food, shelter, entertainment, and most importantly, they have understanding. Deep, personal understanding.
April Johnson, report to my office immediately. We need to discuss your role in the harassment campaign. Digital forensics has recovered everything.
What did they recover?
Chat logs, private messages, social media activity. A complete timeline of systematic psychological abuse, targeting a vulnerable student with mental health issues.
I didn't abuse anyone.
You participated in private chats dedicated to mocking Susan Hawkes. You observed harassment without reporting it. You enabled the behavior through your silence.
Where are my friends? What happened to them?
That's what we're trying to determine. 5 students don't just disappear without a trace, unless someone made them disappear. And right now, you're our only witness.
Witness to what?
To whatever Susan Hawkes did to them, because we know she's involved. We know this is connected to your harassment campaign, and we know you're hiding something.
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me, because the alternative is being charged as an accessory. To whatever happened to your friends?
They're not dead. They're just somewhere else.
Where else? April, I need concrete answers, not riddles.
I'm telling you the truth. They are with a friend. A very real, very angry friend. Susan, we need to talk about what's happening.
What's happening is beautiful, April. Barkley and I are finally surrounded by friends.
Where are they?
They're right here with us. Look how calm we are. They're learning to communicate the way Barkley does, with pure emotion instead of cruel words. It's so much more honest.
This is prison.
This is bonding.
You planned this. From the beginning?
Barkley planned this. I was just the vessel, the believer who made him strong enough to build a place where kindness matters.
I was never your friend. I was just another tool.
Thank you for being such a good friend, April. Such a loyal, consistent friend. Barkley and I couldn't have done this without you. Your cowardice made it all possible. Your guilt will make it permanent, forever and ever, just like real friendship should be.
Honey, I saw the news about your school. Are you okay?
No, Mom. I'm not okay. I don't think I'll ever be okay again.
The news isn't giving many details.
We hurt someone. We hurt someone really bad, and now they're making us pay for it.
Who's making you pay?
Someone we hurt.
April, you're scaring me. Should I come get you?
It wouldn't matter. I can't leave. This is where I belong now, carrying the weight of what we did.
What did you do?
I watched them bully something beautiful, and I did nothing to stop it. Now I get to live with that choice. Forever.
April, it's time you understood the truth. About me, about Barkley, about everything. I was never the helpless victim you all thought I was.
What do you mean?
I mean, I've been planning this for a very long time. Since I was 7 years old and those bullies made me eat dirt. Made me wish I didn't exist.
Susan, I don't understand.
When I created Barkley, I didn't just imagine him. I poured every ounce of pain, every tear, every nightmare into him. I fed him my trauma for 15 years, made him stronger with every drawing, every moment of believing he was real.
You're saying he actually became real?
Real enough to cross between worlds, and to collect bullies and teach them lessons. Look at Mark. He's been apologizing ever since. They understand what they did was wrong. Jess loves psychology so much. Now she gets to be the patient forever, being diagnosed with conditions that don't exist by cartoon doctors who know exactly how it feels to be called crazy and delusional.
This is torture.
They mocked my friendship with him. Now they're forced to be friends with cartoon characters. David loved his jokes. Now that's all he can hear, really.
Why are you showing me these?
Maggie thought I was weird. Now look at her. They are creating my art together.
You planned all of this. From the moment you joined our chat.
I planned this from the moment I learned what friendship really meant. From Barkley. He taught me that real friends protect each other. That real friends don't let anyone hurt the people they love. Brock tried to warn the others near the end, but it was too late. The damage was already done. Now only Barkley can hear him. They became quite good friends.
What do you want from me?
I want you to see that you guys were wrong. They're learning so much.
How long will this go on?
Until they learn.
I can see you all. Through the photos Susan share, I can see where you are now, what you're learning, what you're experiencing. This is my punishment, and I see Barkley watching over all of you, teaching you the lessons we should have learned about the power of words, to heal or to harm.
Good morning, everyone. Barkley and I had such a wonderful dream last night. We dreamed about all our friends learning to be kinder, learning to be better people, learning what friendship really means.
Susan, please.
They're finally understanding what it means, making room for real friendship.
April, I'm really worried now. Susan hasn't called home in weeks. Mom's been trying to reach her, but no response. Is she okay?
Emma, I need to tell you something, and it's going to sound impossible, but I need you to believe me.
What is it?
She's been planning revenge for years, using Barkley.
Revenge for what?
We bullied her, Emma. We mocked Barkley, called her crazy, made her feel like she did when she was little.
Oh no! Oh no, no, no!
Susan, I need to say something. I was wrong. I watched my friends hurt you, and I did nothing. My silence enabled their cruelty, and that makes me just as guilty. You trusted us. We did to you what those kids did when you were 7. We became the bullies, and I let it happen. I understand now why Barkley had to become real, why he had to grow strong enough to protect you. Because people like me failed to do it. People who should have stood up. Thank you for teaching me that. Even if the lesson was painful, you taught me about courage, about the true meaning of friendship, and I'll carry that lesson forward for the rest of my life.
April, that was beautiful, and I can tell you mean it, really mean it, because you've learned, because you understand now.
I do understand, finally.
I know, I can feel it in your heart, and they understand too.
Can it change anything?
It changes everything, because you've proven something important. You've proven that people can grow, that they can learn empathy. Barkley and I have learned something too. We've learned that revenge doesn't heal wounds. It just creates new ones. We've learned that punishment without growth is just cruelty in return. We've learned that real friendship means helping people become better, not destroying them when they're worst.
What does that mean for my friends?
You mean our friends? Barkley and they became very good friends. Those photos were actually the friendship activities. At first they were scared, but then they became friends right away.
Really?
Really. And you all showed me something beautiful. You showed me that apologies can be genuine, that remorse can be real, that people can choose growth over self-protection, and that gives me hope.
Campus alert. Students found. Missing students Maggie Fillion, Mark Walsh, David Christopher, Jess Fontaine, and Brock Thompson have been located. All 5 were found together in a state of disorientation, but physically unharmed. They are receiving medical evaluation and psychological counseling. No foul play is suspected at this time. Students report shared memory loss regarding the past several weeks. Investigation ongoing, but missing persons case officially closed. All students are expected to make full recovery.
April, I don't know how to explain what happened to us, where we were, what we experienced.
Are you okay?
We are okay. Barkley understood us.
Mark, I'm so sorry.
I should be sorry. We all should be. We have to do better, be better. Make sure this never happens again.
What will you do now?
Starting over, learning how to be the person I should have been all along, the person Susan deserved as a friend.
Is Susan okay?
More at peace. She told me what happened, what she did.
And
she said she learned something important. That revenge doesn't bring back innocence. That cruelty in response to cruelty just creates more cruelty. She said your apology changed her mind.
Will I see her again?
She wanted me to give you this. She said to tell you that real friends help each other become better. She said Barkley is proud of you, and so is she.